Welcome back to Home Improvement. Ask friends, family. Sure, a personal recommendation can be good, but just because the guy who did a great job on the painting a room is there doesn't necessarily mean he can also do construction. There's now a resource where you can find pre-certified contractors in your area. And here to tell us about it, please welcome the founder and president of Check-A-Pro, Jim Klauck, also known by his alter ego, Check-A-Pro Joe. Hey, Check-A-Pro Joe. How you doing? Good. This is one of the biggest areas where people have consumer complaints because they just trust that the person's going to do a great job without really doing their homework.
You're right. Most contractors, or actually most consumers don't trust contractors. And when we started Check-A-Pro, we really found that we were able to really help put the homeowner's mind at ease.
Yeah. All right. So, number of things that make this, it's a website, number of things that make it user-friendly. One is that you offer the pre-certified contractors, but also you can search by area of town.
Exactly. You just go to checkapro.com. You can search for Katy and the Kingwood and the Woodlands and so forth.
Website is free. We like that.
Absolutely free.
And more than 300 contractors. All right, so people don't just show up to you and say, hey, I'm a contractor, put me on the website. There's some qualifying criteria. One would be that you actually meet these people.
Deborah, we meet them, we check their licenses, and we check their references. We spend an hour and a half with them in our office. We make them come to us. We don't have salespeople going out to find them. We actually do some research. If we find someone we like, we invite them in, we interview them, and then we bring them on board.
Yeah, you say check their licenses. What does that mean? Because, again, how many times when people have a problem, they find out on the back end the person didn't even have a license. So that license basically says what?
Well, it's important, and there's something to understand here. Not every contractor in the state of Texas needs to have a license. But the plumbers and the electricians and the AC guys all have to. And actually, anyone can check it with the state of Texas. But we check it. We put their license number on our website with a link to Austin.
Ah, okay. And then a financial review to find what?
To find out if they're paying their bills. You don't want to have a contractor come to your home if they can't afford to do the job. You don't want one starting a job and running out of money.
Yeah.
Whole companies do that sometimes and leave a hole in the backyard.
And the other thing that I talked about a little bit earlier, again, this can get down to specific jobs because we have a tendency to say, oh, this person did a great job doing this, so surely they can do that. There's a reason why people are experts in different fields.
Exactly. If you want to have someone do a bathroom model, find someone who does bathroom modeling. If you're going to hire a plumber, make sure they're a qualified, licensed plumber by the state of Texas. And if you're going to have someone do a roof, make sure they're not a home interior decorator.
Yeah, and you do a little investigation work. You talk about, or you find out, like, what are some referrals from other businesses? What are some referrals from some other jobs that they've done? And we talk about referrals, we're not saying you call the person's mama and say, how's he doing? And they go, oh, my son's great, you know. But
sure. We talk to the businesses they buy from to make sure that they're reliable on that end, and we most importantly talk to the homeowner, their customer. Are they showing up on time? Did they do a good job? Would you recommend them?
Yeah. All right. We had a pro earlier, our plumber. A little earlier, we also showed you our producer trying to get hot water to his kitchen sink. So how long did it take and why so long? Well, Master Plumber Alan O'Neill is back with an easy fix for that problem. Hi there.
Good morning, Deborah.
So, this is a problem. You turn on the hot water and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting. Now, I got to tell you, at my house, I'm waiting in my bathroom. My husband's bathroom, his is like that. Just like that, yeah.
It's a very common problem, Deborah, and it's all got to do with the relationship, the amount of pipe between the hot water heater and the fixture that you're trying to get hot water at. So probably your husband's bathroom sink is closer to the water heater than yours is.
I think he placed it there on purpose that way.
Right.
Anyway, all right, so Don, where are you, Don? How long did it actually take for the water to get, hot water to get to your sink? About a minute and a half. Okay, that's a long time to wait, but how can we solve that problem?
Well, at Abacus Plumbing, we have found the solution to this very, very common problem. And what's really interesting about this concept is not many people know it's out there. It's a very simple fix. We install this pump. It's called a Grundfos comfort system. We install this pump at the water heater, so we don't need to cut sheetrock. We don't need to make any major cosmetic damage to the house. We install this at the water heater. Then we go to the sink. In your house, it would be your sink in the bathroom, Deborah. We install this. It's called a bypass valve. We install this bypass valve, and what happens is the hot water, instead of going straight to the sink, goes into this bypass valve. And what happens is, as this pump is running, the cool water in the hot water line runs through this and back into the cold water line, so we're not wasting any water. then when you go to turn on the faucet in the sink, that hot water is there waiting for you.
In a matter of seconds, as opposed to waiting a minute and a half.
Absolutely. A minute and a half is a long time when you're standing at the sink.
Okay. Oh, well, this is great. This is, I mean, such an easy fix, really, relatively easy fix there.
It really is, and a very interesting statistic is that the average homeowner wastes 16,000 gallons of water per year waiting for hot water.
Okay, so this will get rid of that.
This will solve the problem.
Now,
absolutely.
From hot to cold, we know that we have another freeze coming up pretty soon.
Absolutely.
And so most of us have been able to avoid the pipes bursting, and all that has to do with how long we have that freeze. But if we want to protect our things.
Yeah, it's very simple. This is available. This is standard pipe insulation. It's available at all the home stores, all the hardware stores. Really simple to put on. You simply slide it over the pipe. Very, very simple. These tabs here just pull off. Just pull them off, and then you just close that together. There's some glue on there. You just push it together. Really simple to do. Any homeowner can do it. Don't be waiting to call a professional to do this. Let's get it done yourselves before the freeze comes.
Yeah, that's just the exposed pipes.
Exposed pipes, absolutely.
Otherwise, indoors, you can open the...
There's a couple of simple tips we have there, but one is when the freeze is happening, open the cabinet doors. Let the air get in at the pipework. Close the garage door. Make sure that's closed because most homes have a lot of pipe in the garage.
Yeah.
And, you know, just keep the house warm. Keep the heat going in the house so that the pipes are protected.
All right. And I know that some of you were wondering where in Texas he's from. It's actually Ireland. Anyway, but thank you so much.
Thank you, Deborah.
It's another example of a great professional you can find. And to find a contractor with whatever's going on in your house in your area, you can go to checkapro.com or call Checkapro at 713-398-PROS, 713-398-7767. You can also catch Checkapro Joe on the radio every Saturday at 5 p.m. It's on KSEV Radio 700 on your AM dial. And guess what? Thank you very much, by the way. Everyone in the audience is going home with a $25 gift card to be used with any Checkapro certified contractor, so you can finally get that stuff done.